Welcome back, everybody. Happy Saturday. Wow. Not really much to talk about today. Holy shit, I'm fucking hungry, dude. I just went to Panda Express, got extra soy sauce and chicken, shrimp, rice, and it's all downstairs because, I didn't want to make a video of me being all bloated from fucking sodium like some faggot chud. So I'm not gonna do that. Who wants to watch that shit, dude? Who wants to watch a bloated chud talk about politics? Nobody. So I'm potassium maxing for my video because I don't want to be a fucking chud. So yeah. Um, and before we get into it, I just want to talk about a comment that was on one of my videos that just made me laugh my fucking ass off. Some guy said that I was a Fed, that I was a federal agent, and he wants to continue to throw his car batteries into the ocean. Um, if I was if I was a federal agent, dude, do you think I'd have 20 subscribers on YouTube? Like, let's be real. These are the people that I have to deal with, okay? So you can continue to do whatever you want to do, and I'm not going to stop you. That is not the purpose of what I do. I don't want to stop anybody from doing anything. We live in a free country. So yeah, continue to do whatever you want to do, man. And I'm not a Fed. Um, and there's not really a way for me to prove that. So I'm just going to stop talking about it because I think it'll raise further suspicion if I continue to talk about it. So I'm just going to leave it up to you guys. It's like a David Finch movie. The ending is up to you. You guys get to decide. But anyways, besides all of that, today I wanted to talk about the White House Religious Liberty Commission and what happened with Carrie Bowler, the Catholic lady that was, representing the Catholic faith. So, what is the White House Religious Liberty Commission? It is exactly what it says it is, or is it? It's a committee where, people from different religions of the United States get to talk about their religion and just to make sure that everybody has liberty and that everybody's supported and all this shit. So, at a meeting, at a meeting with this commission, this ex-model, beautiful lady named Carrie Bowler brought up the fact that since she's Catholic, she doesn't support Zionism. And she argued that because of this, that doesn't make her an anti-Semite. So her argument was, fundamentally Catholics don't agree with Zionism, right? Because it completely contradicts our religion, because our Messiah came 2,000 years ago, and he's already established a kingdom for us that is not a worldly kingdom, that is a heavenly kingdom. It's heaven. And we go there when we die after doing good deeds and following God during the lifetime, right? So why would a Catholic agree with Zionism that, we're going to have this country, this place where we're going to build the temple for the Messiah to come, and have a worldly kingdom? Like, that just goes against what, the religion of Catholicism and Christianity is, right? It's just completely contradictory. So she brought up the fact that, just because she doesn't believe in this, that doesn't make her an anti-Semite. And she got kicked off of the commission. Yeah, she got removed from the commission. Not only because she said this, but because she said, if I'm an anti-Semite for this, that means all Catholics are anti-Semites for this, right? So that's the argument she made, and she got removed from the commission, which is very, very ironic. Let's think about this for a second. You have a commission called the White House Religious Liberty Commission, and you're speaking openly about issues about your religion, right? And disagreements and stuff. And I mean, do you really have liberty if you get kicked off for saying something like this? No, you don't have the freedom to talk about these things openly because our government, unfortunately, is not a Christian government. It is that of an Israeli one. We have too many ties to Judaism, too many ties to Israel, and unfortunately, that's just not the case right now. And it's so stupid when you think about it, because, guys, the Republican Party is supposed to advocate for, the Trump administration is supposed to advocate for Christians, guys. That is their voter base, right? And they're the same people that said, I'm going to say it, this is a Christian country. And then they don't represent Christianity at all. They openly support Israel and Judaism way more than they would openly support Catholicism or Christianity. Right? And where's JD Vance? He's a converted Catholic. Where is he coming from to support this lady? He's not. Because he's scared to, or because he doesn't believe it in himself, and that he just converted primarily for camera purposes or voter-based purposes. And so that's just self-evident that that's probably the case. I'm not going to speak for anybody. I'm not going to speak for JD Vance and his religion. I'm not trying to say that, he's not really a Catholic, he's not really a Christian. I don't know the guy. I've never met the guy. But I'm just saying, it's like, wouldn't you, as a vice president, like, support this lady who was openly fired from a commission talking about Catholicism and their beliefs? And this is supposed to be a religious liberty commission. I mean, really? So that just shows you, like, who's in charge of things around here and what kind of values are normalized in America. Because right now it's taboo to talk about Gaza. Sorry, I'm American. Gaza. It's taboo to talk about Palestine. It's taboo to talk about, Israel bombing Gaza, and it's just it's not normal to talk about these things because, the government is allied with the country that's actively doing these things, right? And so, like, this Christian country is not following Christian doctrine at all in any of these scenarios. That's just completely contradictory to the religion itself and to the values of Christianity. And so this lady tries to bring it up and she gets fired. So that's who we're dealing with here. And it's scary to see this because, this is just this is just like the surface level of stuff like this. People are constantly getting fired and, deplatformed over talking about this stuff openly. And this is America. We're allowed to talk about these things. Like simple Christian ideologies, if you talk about these things, you get canceled. Like, are we fucking serious, bro? So, it was sad for me to see this. I saw this right as I got home from Mass on Ash Wednesday. I saw this, so it was just painful to see, and I just wanted to jump on here and talk about it because it really made me feel a certain way. So I just wanted to talk about it. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. I'm going to go bloat my face up before I go to the gym with sodium, and yeah, and there's nothing you guys can do about it. So goodbye.